What's up everybody, Sean Torbati here. I wanted to give you an update and an inside look at exactly what dietary supplements I take on an every single day basis. The products that you see in front of you from the 3 different brands that I do formulate, own, and operate as part of our awesome teams, these are the only products I take because as much as there are other high quality products out there, these are the products that I know every single thing about. I know what goes in them, I know how they're made, and I know how they're tested. So I know that they're perfect. And I've laid them out in a very particular way so that we can actually go through them in a time-based fashion as far as when I actually take them, how much I take, and why. So let's get into it. So starting my day, first thing when I wake up, like many of you, I get my training and my workouts out of the way first thing. I typically wake up sometime around 6 a.m. and I'm shooting to train somewhere around 7 a.m. So right when I wake up, I'm taking PA7, NAD3, and M6. And I take very specific dosages of all of them, and I'm going to share that with you now. PA7, this is our mTOR booster. This is the product that is going to help you get more out of your hard work, the hard ass work that we put in the gym. PA7 amplifies the results from it. You take PA7 and you don't train, nothing happens. But if you take PA7 and you train your butt off, the response that we naturally get from weight training is elevated. You get more protein synthesis, more ability to take dietary protein and amino acids and turn them into new muscle tissue, and you get stronger faster. These are proven statements. They're not things that I'm just saying or even just anecdotal. These are proven in double-blind, placebo-controlled, published university data with experienced trainees, with humans of course, but with experienced trainees, people who've been working out for more than a year. PA7 flat out works. I take 5 capsules. That's the full clinical dosage of all the main ingredients, specifically the mediator phosphatidic acid. NAD3, I take 4 capsules a day. Now 2 is actually the clinical dosage that we're working with and we're doing most of our research with, but I take 4 a day because I like to be on the higher side with some of these components and the NAD3 formula. It makes me feel better. Now you can customize your dosage with NAD3. We're studying 2 capsules. However, you can take 3 or 4 capsules and you can kind of test it out, see how the cognitive effects and the energy functionalities of the product work for you. This is our cell health and anti-aging formula. If you're interested in slowing down the aging process and reversing it, some of the markers from the inside out, NAD3 is for you. And you don't got to be old to take NAD3 either, let me tell you that. Anyone can take it, anyone who is interested in their body functioning at its highest level, because we're talking about mitochondrial and cellular health, and we're made up of billions and trillions of cells. So if each one of them is operating just a little bit better, you're operating a little bit better. M6, this is our natural thermogenic, and it's based on an ingredient called anthocyanin. This technology has been around for a little bit, and HPN is one of the main providers of it. We've had a product featuring some form of anthocyanin for about 5 years, 6 years now, and we've improved it over time, as we do with all HPN products. We make them better whenever the opportunity presents itself. The concentration of anthocyanin of C3G that we have in this product is the highest on the market. Now, what is that going to do for you? It's going to reverse, slow down, and ameliorate the fat gain process if you're in a calorie surplus trying to put on muscle, and it's going to expedite the fat loss process if you're in a calorie deficit trying to lose body fat. It's going to spare that muscle tissue and help you lose fat with a higher calorie intake, something I take pretty much year-round because of its effects on nutrient partitioning. So morning, right when I roll out of bed, I'm taking 5 PA7, I'm taking 4 NAD3, and I'm taking 2 M6. Sounds like a little handful of pills, I know, but it just depends on what you want out of it. You could take, a very specific singular product like PA7 if strength is your focus. You might take just 2 M6 if fat loss is your focus, or you might have a diverse set of goals like me, and that might just require a few extra capsules. Moving into right before I'm getting ready to train, I've taken these 3 already. Then I've brushed my teeth, gone through my little morning routine, and I'm coming downstairs. I'm getting ready to train now. I actually make a cocktail for myself with these 4 products. And this is like to be a nutritional intervention. So everything in this product goes into one shake that I mix with about 10 ounces of water. So it's not a big smoothie by any means. I mix it up, and oftentimes I create my little premix before I go to bed the night before. So in the morning, all I got to do is throw some water in it, shake it up, and drink it. But what it's going to give me is 10 grams of plant-based protein. I'm not even having a full scoop. It's a half a scoop of PLANTA. And this is just because I don't want to be on a completely empty stomach when I train. I tend to feel a little bit better with something even if it's very small, like a small serving of PLANTA in my body. So it also serves as a base for these other nutrients that I want to get. C2 is CreaPure. That's creatine monohydrate that's been clinically validated and tested. I put that in the shake. Fuerte, that's our clinical grade 99% pure C8 MCT oil powder. It's basically taking MCT and supercharging it, removing everything you don't want, and focusing in on the C8 caprylic acids that you do want for rapid, clean energy without sugar. And last but not least, of course, I put Overtraining Solution in it. Now, I actually take my Overtraining Solution before and after training. You might ask yourself why. The pump that I get during training, the muscle fullness, and the ability to continue on training when I would normally get tired, I find it to be enhanced by the colostrum and by the estrogen in the Overtraining Solution. So I like having a serving of it before I train and after. So it's in here as well. Dosages: half a scoop of PLANTA, 1 scoop of CreaPure of C2, 2 scoops of Overtraining Solution, they're little scoops, and 1 full scoop of Fuerte MCT oil. All mixed together, 10 ounces of water, tastes amazing. These guys don't really have a taste, and the PLANTA, you know what it is the best tasting plant-based protein on the market. Mix them all together, put it down, and I'm nutritionally ready to train. Now, before I train, True Energy. I take this on my way to the gym, so giving you guys an idea of time frame, this is 6 a.m. over here, starting in the morning, 6 a.m. About 6:15 over here. This is like 6:35, 6:40, I'm driving to the gym, 6:45 latest, I'm driving to the gym. I'm taking my True Energy. This is our training formula that's specifically loaded with a whole host of ingredients that amplify the training process, that give you more energy, more blood flow, more muscle pump, and give you the ability to get more out of your workout. It goes really synergistically hand in hand with the PA7. The reason you take your PA7 first thing in the morning is because it needs a little bit longer to digest and get into your system, whereas the energy is going to be rapidly available. About 15-20 minutes before you work out is perfect. So timing is important with supplements. I'll take the energy on the way to the gym. 1 full heaping scoop for me is all it takes. A lot of you will actually be fine with even half of a scoop because of the fact that we use such a high amount of active ingredients. Not a lot of stimulant though, but a lot of the active ingredients, half a scoop will do it for a lot of you. During the training session, branched chain amino acids. I've been a user and advocate of branched chain amino acids for over a decade now. One of our partners in Ambrosia, one of my partners, Mark Lobliner, really popularized this product category with a product that he came out with in the past. And ever since then, it's been something that I've always utilized. And if I don't use it, because I've gone periods of a couple weeks where I take it out, not because I'm out or I forgot, but just because I wanted to test the effects, my recovery is diminished, my endurance in the training session is diminished, and how I generally feel in response to training sessions is diminished. And that goes along with a lot of clinical research that there is, especially some studies that Mark was a part of. Branched chain amino acids are awesome. 5 to 10 grams is the recommended dosage. 1 full scoop mixed in a shaker cup full of water is what I personally utilize. All right, and then last but not least, and again, I might have another protein shake as well after the training session, but I've already covered the plant-based protein PLANTA, so I won't touch on it again, but I might have a shake after the training session depending on how intense it was. But a lot of times I go straight through and I'm fasted until lunchtime, and it's a late lunch for me, 2 to 3 p.m. The last part of my supplement routine is in the evening before bed, and it's these two right here. HPN N4, which is our platinum grade omega imported from Iceland, and Golden, which is super turmeric, the strongest and most bioavailable form of turmeric on the market today. I take both of these two before I go to bed. Why? Because this is a extremely potent anti-inflammatory combination. N4, you have your omegas, you have your omega-3s, full clinical dosage. 3 soft gels is what I take. And Golden, you have the most bioavailable form of turmeric, of the curcuminoids in it. They're going to get into your bloodstream. They're going to do their work in the gut, the brain, and in the joints. Of course, combining with the omegas. Put them together. This is an excellent recovery formula, and there's no better time to recover than when you're sleeping. So I take these two together, 3 N4 and 2 Golden. So guys, that's my complete supplement regimen. Of course, I follow a nutritious, whole food based and balanced diet, and I try and get as much different micronutrients as I can. I vary my vegetables and fruits, and I always have a solid base of lean protein and plenty of fiber in my diet and a healthy fat, of course. But the supplements I take, they allow me to perform at a higher level than I believe would otherwise be possible. And call it natural or not natural, we use ingredients that are certified as natural in terms of the dietary supplement space. But this is what it takes for me to run at a level that a lot of people are like, how do you keep going like this? How do you perform at a level like this day in and day out? Not just in the gym, that's like the least of what I do, but the work capacity, the ability to just stay sharp mentally and focus and accomplish a lot of work. And this helps me do that. And of course, it helps me with my physique goals as well. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Until next time.